What's going on, YouTubers? So we're going to dive right into box opening of a Sesern trail camera, 1080p, waterproof. I've already got one of these trail cameras. Reached out through, I believe it's pronounced Sesern, Sesern, however you pronounce it. So reached out through them. Great product, loved it. Got another shipment that's come through this week. So I'm going to go through opening the box, showing everybody what comes in it, how to set it up, the features right out of the box. I'm going to tell you, show you some photographs of some deer, some squirrels, even a bear that I've been getting on camera. So let's dive right in, take a look at the Sesern 1080p trail camera. Photo resolution on the Sesern trail camera is up to 16 megapixels, which when I was going through looking at it for the price and what all it was able to do, this little camera packs a little punch for as good as priced as it is. Video resolution is up to 1080p. So memory card on it, up to 32 gig. It's a micro SD card. So I'll tell you what, this is the, I believe they call it the autumn color, I believe it is. Batteries go in here. We'll take and dive into that in a second, with all the settings and everything. So here it comes straight out of the box. And I'm going to tell you, this has been a really nice camera. It's got the passive infrared detection distance. It's up to 80 feet. I have tested it out, and I am telling you, it will take and reach from one side of the food plot to the other. So it comes with your little straps to attach to a tree, or, which I thought was pretty cool, it also got a little USB connection that you can hook directly from the unit to maybe a laptop, something for downloading. But I thought this was really cool that they've done this with Sesern. They have given these little plates, screws. They've got a little mount bracket that can literally be mounted up to a tree, drilled in, screwed in, lag bolted in, however you want to take and do it. This little thing is awesome. I really like this. I have not tried this out. I've just been using the strap for now because I've been moving mine back and forth, checking the locations. So quickly, I just don't want to set it up for the long term. So that's that part. And it comes with, that's everything else out of the box that you need. So it's got all of your instructions to go along with it. Talks about your setup, which we'll dive through here in a second, showing you very easy setting these things up right out of the box. It already tells you in the settings how everything is initially set up. So that way, if you get out there and you start messing it up and you get your settings so far out of tune that you have no idea what in the world you've done, you've got a reset button to go right back to it. So it says, welcome, memory card missing. So I've purchased the 32 gig micro SD card. Now this one's already got some evidence. That is the only thing I have noticed about this camera. Whenever, hear the clicking, whenever it is making the transition from night to dark, it will give a click to it. So it'll be on in the on position. What you'll need to do down here, there is a switch. Swipe it over to the test mode. In your settings, it's got your different modes, and automatically your default setting is the photo. You can take and select in through with it, and then you can select between photo, and video. So automatically it is set up to where it starts off initially as the photo, and then from there you can go down through your photo resolution. Default setting is 5 megapixels, and I'm gonna tell you something, that's where I have left off my camera. Right out of the box is the 5 megapixels. That way I can take and get more photographs on the SD card. I'm gonna tell you something, I'm really impressed at the 5 megapixel, what all resolution it'll give out of it. I'll make sure to show you some videos and some pictures, that way you can see it. So photo resolution's default setting is 5 megapixels. It goes 5 megapixels. Let's look right here. Yep, default 5, 8, 12, 16. So right out of the box comes with 5 megapixel. Pretty good resolution even for 5. So you got your photo series, which starts off default with 1 pictures. You can set the quantity of the photo, so that way you can take and change it. If you want to take 1 photo, or if you want to take 2 photos in a series, or 3 photos in a series. I find the 1 photo seems pretty good for me. So video resolution, default setting is 720p. Once you go into the 1080, you'll wind up using quite a bit more memory on your SD card. So TV, I'm trying to read this upside down, sorry, it's quite challenging. Video resolution, the video resolution comes out, honestly don't even know the truth on the default settings to which ones. You have 2 different settings, 2048 by 1536p or 2592 1944. So pretty much right out of the box comes factory setting 2048 by 1536p. So I believe that setting will work pretty good. Video length starts off 10 seconds, and you can take and adjust it all the way up to the max. Where it's at on default setting is 10 seconds. Actually, so default setting of video length right out of the box is 10 seconds. You can actually increase that puppy on up if you would like. I like to keep mine just at 10 seconds. I'd say probably everybody else is pretty much the same way. Just keeping it right at 10 seconds is sufficient. So let's go right on to our next setting, which is the audio recording. Audio definitely on, because I have a few clips in the very beginning that when I started running my Sesern where I could hear a couple of the raccoons fighting with each other. That was pretty cool to actually hear. So never have gotten an audio sound from the bear doing any growling or anything like that, but definitely keep your audio on. So your next setting is your shot lag. Factory setting on this is 30 seconds. You can go for it from 25 seconds or 25 seconds up to 60 minutes. So basically whenever the first time it senses something, takes a photo or a video until the next time that it physically starts your next sequence of either photo or video. So this is a setting where you can change it, adjust it however you would like, but the default is 30 seconds. So I'm happy with the 30 seconds on it. It kind of gives you a good, so that way you're not, you know, I've got some raccoons that keeps coming to eat my corn at the feeder, and they constantly eat up my photos. So might want to extend that if you wind up situations like it. So infrared distance, settings on it for default has it as middle. So there is a near, middle, and far infrared distance. And I'm going to tell you, just right out of the box on this thing, leaving it on a middle setting, I couldn't be more happier with it. Works great. I'm pleased with it. So no need to even change that setting at all. Your next one is the sensitivity motion sensors. You have middle, low, high. Default on it is middle setting. So I find that that really works about the best. Your target recording time. You can set and monitor the period at which time the machine is actually working. And at other times the machine will not work. So I have factory default on this is off. I definitely have not even messed around with this to see exactly what different times recordings and stuff like that, how it would affect it, but I do believe it's good to just leave it like it is. So next setting is the time-lapse feature. Default setting on it is off, but once you start going through it and look at it, you can put normal, TL video, and off. Two modes you can choose, different video resolution videos. The time-lapse photography function is used to set the interval of video shooting. Note, after selecting this function, the PIR sensor will no longer work. Interval can be set 3 seconds to 24 hours. So time-lapse, definitely leave on off position. I do. So I don't really want to mess with that. Language is English. Let's just take a look at different. It has quite a few languages that you can go through that, you know, I really, let's go to menu, really ain't gonna be able to take and read. So next feature, which is endless capture. You got cards can automatically be configured for recycling. So this feature automatically right out of the box default is set to off. That's probably the way I would recommend it. Time and date. Obviously you have to go through here quick, easy, just setting up your time and date, which we're not going to do just to bore everybody with it, with all these other features. So photo stamp, definitely default setting, time and date. That's critical. Pretty much probably everybody leaves it at that setting. Password protection. This is getting very popular. Got so many people that wind up wanting to take and steal your trail cameras, steal the SD cards right out of it. Did not buy it with this, but they do. I'm gonna close it up for just a second. They do have to where you can have these little openings right here that you can actually lock up your trail camera. So that way maybe people can't take and get in here and get your SD card out and see what all has been walking through. Good thing is I'm just looking throughout my backyard. If somebody comes through my backyard, hopefully I'll wind up knowing about it. So your next setting is the beep sound. You can have it on or off. We're going to leave it default, which is on. The formatting of the SD card, which I'm not going to touch and do right now because this SD card has got a lot of pictures of that bear on it, so I want to leave it on there. Then you've got the serial no. Each device can set 4 numbers as serial numbers. So that way if you have, say, this camera and another camera in a different location, you want to make sure that you know that, say, this is camera number 2. This is actually the second Sesern trail camera that I've got, so I will set this one for serial number 2 while the other one is serial number 1. So really good feature. Then you have the one catch off. You wind up messing up some of these different configurations and you ain't got a clue. You can hit the reset settings and goes right back to the original factory settings. So piece of cake, that's it. Shows you the version, and you're back to the top menu on it. So when you want to take and set it up, you can go to the off button if you'd like. Once you get there, you get it set up, fire it back up. I always like to start mine off in the test mode first. Press the button, it starts giving you the timer that you've got 10 seconds to close it up, latch it down, and get ready for your photographs to start taking. Alright folks, here we are with the Sesern trail camera. My review of it, I give it a big thumbs up. I have thoroughly enjoyed this camera for what all it has to offer. And I'm gonna tell you something, for the price of the Sesern trail camera, being right around 40-50 bucks, could not be more satisfied with it. For those that's on a tight budget, this camera, Amazon choice, made the decision for me which camera to go with. So I'd like to thank the folks at Sesern. This review of their quality product that they provide. So wound up getting the extended warranty on my other Sesern, and I'm gonna tell you something, if you hadn't already, if you don't have a trail camera and you've always been wanting one, you've been wanting to take the opportunity to buy one, here's your chance. Get on there, subscribe to my channel, take a look at the link below in the description of the Sesern trail camera and buy yours and see what's on your property. So folks, make sure, keep in tune, hit that notification button. There'll be videos to follow. See y'all later.